All the rats in the city suddenly disappeared, and after that, all the food disappeared. What is happening and how to save people from starvation? Find out from the review of the cartoon Amazing Morris. A girl named Militia is sitting in the library and reading a book about the adventures of Mr. Rabbit. However, our story will not be about rabbits at all, but about a fat ginger cat named Morris. In the village where Morris lives, a lot of rats have appeared. They mock the locals, gnaw everything, squeak, and really ruin people's lives. Rats live literally everywhere and steal everything that can be eaten. They are poisoned, caught, exterminated, but it does no good. Morris does not even try to catch them. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that Morris is not just a cat. He's a talking cat. He warns people that rats are spreading the plague. And the villagers are horrified. They invite a boy rat catcher. He starts playing the flute, and all the rats follow him, as if bewitched. The rat catcher leads them to the river, and the rodents obediently jump into the water, unable to resist. People are delighted and pay generously for the rescue. But wait, what is this? The wet rats crawl out onto the shore and meet the rat catcher. He is a dark-skinned boy named Keith. It turns out that they came up with this prank together with Morris to get more money from the locals. The cat is happy, but the rats are tormented by their conscience. They don't want to deceive people at all. Rats have only one dream: to get to a special paradise island. It is an ideal place where talking animals live. There is no poison or traps, and no one eats each other. Morris says they need a boat to get to this island. They need to get a lot of money and buy it. To do this, you need to go to a new village or town and repeat the same tricky adventure with the rats, the cat, and the rat catcher. Militia says that Morris lied to the rats. There is no magical island. The cat just wants to earn more money for a happy old age. Something strange is happening in one of the cities. A group of real rat catchers rid the city of rodents, but all the food still disappears. The chief rat catcher, who hides his face under a huge hat, tells the local mayor that he doesn't care and leaves with the other rat catchers. Famine begins in the city. This is where Morris and his rats arrive. They run through the sewers, and the rat leader, named Tan, orders the rodents to scare all the locals and also to destroy all the traps. Because if you are not careful, the boned rat will come for you. The rodents are surprised that there are no local rats in this city. This is very suspicious. But Morris is only happy about it, so they will earn more money. Or rather, he will. However, the cat's mood quickly deteriorates. He is very hungry, and there is no food at all here. Keith and Morris make their way to some kitchen, but there is nothing edible here either. Militia appears on the threshold. She notices unexpected guests and treats the cat with fish and milk. At that moment, one of the rats sneaks into the kitchen. The girl grabs the frying pan, but the rodent immediately starts dancing. Militia lowers her weapon. She is a smart girl and immediately understands why the cat is friends with the rats. Militia reveals their scam, but promises to keep it a secret. She is interested in how animals became talkative. The rat explains that they were ordinary rodents and lived in a garbage dump. There they ate some powders and potions and not old spell books. This made them very smart, and they learned to talk. Militia asks her new friends to help her solve the mystery of this city. She needs to find out where all the food disappears. At this time, the chief rat catcher demands his assistance to catch new rats and bring them to him. Our talking rats find another trap and try to disarm it. For this, they use Mr. Clicker. This is a mechanical wind-up rat that for some reason gets scared and doesn't want to get into the trap. As a result, Ten himself falls into it. Looks like someone is catching rats alive. I wonder what this is for? Militia, Keith, and Mari's head to the Rat Catchers Guild. With the help of her hairpin, the girl breaks the door, and our heroes get inside. There they find a secret passage to the basement. Surprisingly, there is a lot of food in it. So that's where all their food went. A rat named Peaches appears in the basement, followed by all the other rats. They drag the cage with Tan. Militia releases him to freedom. The rats still do not understand why they're caught alive. Rat catchers appear in the basement and immediately try to catch the rodents. Maurice uses her claws and escapes, but the other heroes are less lucky. They are captured. At night, Maurice finds cages with rats. One rodent named Sardine is missing. Maurice says that Sardine is in the pit. This is where the rat catchers set their dogs on the rats and bet on how many seconds they will survive. The rats realize that they need to save their comrade. In the next room, Kit and Militia are tied up. They have nothing that could help them to free themselves. Luckily, they are saved by talking rats. The rodents learn that Maurice lied to them about the Magic Island and are very offended by him. A rat named Peaches runs away, but someone catches her. The rat catchers throw a lavish feast and notice Maurice, as well as Keith and Militia. The girl says that they put rat poison in their sugar and demands to know what they are doing with the rats. The men then confess that they accidentally created a rat king. They threw some rats into a bucket. They combined and turned into a great evil, able to control other rats. Upon hearing this, Maurice runs away in horror. The girl confesses that the sugar was not rat poison, but a regular laxative. Kit and Militia go into the dark forest to find the real rat catcher and steal his magic flute. This is the only way to defeat the Rat King. Meanwhile, the talking rats find a pit where vicious dogs are set on the rodents. It's Sardine's turn. The naive kid doesn't even know what awaits him. The rats perform a rescue operation called Rubber Twine and get Sardines out of the pit. Unfortunately, Tan falls into the pit and the rat leader is forced to fight a wild dog. Tan wins and escapes the pit, while the humans start a fight. All the talking rats are saved. In the forest, Keith plays his flute, and Militia really likes his melody. They find the real rat catcher's house and see him hypnotize a turkey with his instrument and send it into the oven. At this time, a rat named Dangerous Beans hears someone's creepy voice and meets the Rat King. It turns out that he was the chief rat catcher. He hid his real body under a hat and human clothes. He is the one who stole the peaches. The Rat King invites Dangerous Beans to join his team, but he refuses. Suddenly, Maurice appears and throws a bag of her coins in the Rat King's face. The villain falls, and Marissa, Peach, and Dangerous Beans manage to escape. And what are Keith and Militia doing there? They try to steal the flute from the sleeping Pied Piper, but he wakes up and knocks them out. The man hypnotizes them with his game and demands that the children climb into a red-hot oven. Luckily, the Pied Piper is distracted by a wind-up toy mouse that Militia had taken from the Sunburner earlier. Taking advantage of the moment, our heroes take the Pied Piper's magic flute and push him into the stove. The slightly burnt man jumps into the well, and Keith and Militia return with his instrument. Meanwhile, Maurice and the talking rats are trying to escape the city. They are panicking and can't come up with a plan to escape from the Rat King. Maurice confesses that he once ate a rat. Maybe he will be able to eat the Rat King too. Soon the villain himself appears. He summons hundreds of rats to himself to become stronger. Now he looks like a real monster and hypnotizes the talking rats, demanding that they join him. Maurice runs into the forest and meets Keith and Militia. The three of them return to save their friends. Meanwhile, the rats try to resist, so as not to merge with the Rat King. Kit appears and tries to play the magic flute. At first, he is bad at it and the Rat King throws him away, but gradually his melody sounds better and better. The boy finally manages to play very well, hypnotizing all the rats and leading them away from the Rat King's influence. Only the villain himself remains. The Rat King uses the last of his power to freeze everyone in place. Dangerous Beans breaks free and challenges her enemy. The Rat King uses telepathy to snap his neck. Seeing this, Maurice remembers that he is a real cat and has hunting instincts. He must catch rats. Maurice attacks the Rat King and defeats him. Unfortunately, during this fight he is dangerously wounded. Cat Death and Rat Death appear. They want to take the only life of the dangerous beans and the fifth life of Morris. Then our cat successfully exchanges one of his lives for the life of the dangerous beans, thanks to which they both survive. Melissa and Keith admit that they really like each other and even kiss. The Rat King is defeated. Everyone considers Morris a hero. Food appears in the city again, and the locals agree to live peacefully alongside the rodents. Moreover, the talking rats now live in the city center and constantly dance to Keith's tunes. All the rats have children, even Mr. Clicker. They go to school, read books, and feel like they're on an island paradise. All thanks to the amazing Morris. Meow.